Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Elks of Orlando. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You talk about this Giant defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Elks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Woodson. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Etienne is into the end zone. Touchdown. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Woodson. For the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Woodson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. That's into the hands of Chosen. Touchdown! Robbie Chosen from 10 yards out. And the Elks go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Woodson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Elks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the second quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of a quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Woodson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They find some open field here. Touchdown! Big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Elks continue to pull away here in this first half. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again, Woodson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Woodson. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants get a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. Giants 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll set up a throw. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A give to Etienne running right. Boy, shifts past him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Sly able to put this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Here we go. We can't move the ball in our defense. Reload. Ready?
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Off the play fake. Woodson. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody is still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd and 9 now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll set up to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Woodson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Off play action. Woodson. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Achane going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodson. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Giants! Devon Achane from 3 yards out. And the Giants take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A give, running right, Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Looking to throw. Woodson. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 88 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off the play fake. Woodson escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Second and short now following the fumble. Back to throw. Woodson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Woodson. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second down, a run with Etienne. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock,
really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one finds Hyatt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the ready.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Etienne once more. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Etienne up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 10. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return will stop right around the 25. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's a give to Bigsby. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Throwing to start the drive. Woodson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Orlando, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm